Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Hasan Zeki Alp. I'm lecturing here modern programming languages here. So far, I have prepared some courses for Python, Ruby, Scala, Kotlin, and HTML. And this time it turned to me to prepare some documents for our programming language. And in fact, I have promised to prepare such a lesson beforehand. And this time I'm doing the requirement of this promise. And just here, I'd like to give some information about our language. Our language is very fresh, new, and very popular programming language, especially for statisticians and big data researchers. And it's similar to Python and Python's some modules, so I can say. And if you are familiar any of them, you will find it much more easier and much more easy to understand. And without wasting any time, I'd like to show you the development environment that I prefer. And right away, I'd like to show it to you. Okay, this is the RStudio development environment or workspace, just we can say. And just it is up to you to use other companies' development environments. However, just I found this RStudio very friendly, and I prefer to use this utility. Just as you noticed, I preferred MATLAB structure, MATLAB layout, and I'm familiar with MATLAB layout. In fact, this is the desktop that I edit my programs here, and this is the console or output area, this part. And how about this one? Actually, this part just is called as history pane. However, I use it to directory search for directory searching, and I choose the already prepared file by use of here. And this pane stands for the current situation, the current value of variables, step by step. After we assign any variable, we will see here. And I hope that's enough for the time being. Just okay, let me start with this conventional example. Okay, in our language, we are using as assignment the arrowhead and dash sign. So at the left part, this is our variable, my string variable. And this is the string to be assigned to my string variable. Okay, and after that, without placing any semicolon, I simply use print command, print method, my string as my string. Okay, just I'll show it to you. Okay, hello world. Hello world is printed out on the screen, as you can see. Okay, by the way, just I can show you the current value of this variable, my string variable, and its value, hello. Actually, there must be a window pane structure. However, just you can imagine it. It actually exists. Okay, and how about the other example? Let me show it to you here. Okay, actually, in this example also, I print out my existing variable. However, there is a if statement here. If false, that means there's not gonna be occur any time. And within this block, this is a demo for multi-line command and should be put aside. What? Either a single or double quote. We're saying this quote. So that means this is just for comment lines, and that does not affect on our program snippet. Just this is for explanation. Actually, there happened nothing after this program. Just I would like to run it once again. Okay, actually, this is the program part. However, when we run it, okay, hello world will be printed out. This is just for explanation. Okay, anyway, let's go with our demo tree file. Here I give an example how to create a vector here. Okay, our vector is indicated by C. Okay, this is the keyword, and within the parentheses, our vector members will exist with double quote or single quote. It's allowed to use any of them, and the assignment of this vector is done to Apple variable. In fact, that means Apple is our variable's name, and red, green, and yellow colors will be assigned to Apple. And after that, I printed out, and after printing, just I wonder if what's the class of this vector. In fact, just the keyword here, class. At the, after class keyword, I simply mention the name of this variable. So just would like to run it and see. Okay, just here I print out the members of this vector. In fact, red, green, and yellow. And just I'd like to show you whenever we use a single quotation mark in printout, double quotation, it's printed out as double quotation. And here I printed the class of this Apple variable. After assignment, it's character. Okay, it's that character. Okay, let me have a look our real situations of our variables, or yes, Apple. Okay, character 1 to 3, red, green, yellow. Okay, that's enough, I think, for this question, for this program snippet. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go with 4. Okay, this time I would like to create a list, you guys. List is indicated as parentheses, in fact. So inside there exists a homogeneous structure. In fact, just you can see this is pure numeric. This is a floating point or a decimal notation with decimal notation, and this is a sine trigonometric function. So shortly, we can say that within a list we can place integers, floating point numbers, and trigonometric functions. It's allowed as a short. So I'd like to print out the case of this list one. This one is our variable. So just applying this one. Okay. Okay, as 1, 2, 5, 3 is printed out. Okay, the first member. Okay, integers, and as the second member, 21.3 is printed out. Okay, this is floating point. And how about the third one? The third one is a function. Okay, yes, function x. Okay, this is the primitive. Okay, its name is indicated here as sine. Okay, just okay. By clicking this arrow, you guys, just we can have an idea about our next, our new list members. Okay, list number 1. Okay, three of a list of 3. That means this exists 3 members. In fact, if we would like to print out, or we would like to show with this indexing number starting 1 semicolon 3, that means it lists out the members of the first part 253, and the second is a floating point, only one member, and the other is a primitive function. It's called as primitive function sign. Okay, let me show you another example. This was the 4. Okay, 5. Okay, this time I try to create a matrix, you guys. Here our members, in order to establish a matrix. By this notation, I mention matrix keyword. Okay, this is our variable m, is called as m, and let me have a look this structure, you guys. And row, that means a number of rows, so it's gonna be 2. Number of columns will be 3, so it's going to be 2 times 3, 6 members of matrix. Okay, there are 6 members. And how is it to be sorted? It's sorted by row, in fact. That means we'll accept the members in order to establish a row, and that's logical true. That means this option is ticked, or this option is true, and simply I'd like to print out the value of m. Let's make it run and see the result, how it is looked, how it is seemed. Okay, this is the structure, you guys, as you see. Comma 1, comma 2, comma 3. This indicates that this is the indicators of column. Okay, and this notation also for rows: 1 comma 2 comma. That means 2 rows and 3 columns. And let me have a look for the members: AAB, CBA. Okay, just A, as you can see, AAB and CBA. And according to by row order, it is repeated in row manner. Just you can see. How about our appearance for the ones? Okay, M matrix. Where is it? Okay, here just we can see this one is already displayed. Okay, we have seen another example of okay, vertical 1, vertical 2, vertical 3, AAB, CBA. Okay, let me show you another one. Okay, here. Okay, simply I assign logical true value to our v variable, and just I would like to print out its class v. It must boolean or bool probably, and I assigned this time 23.5. Just as you can see, just without saying anything, just I change its type, and I'd like to show it its class or type, and I'd like to say 2L, too long integer. That means, and I'd like to print out once again, and this time I assign true within quotation mark, and print out once again. Chart to row, I would like to convert this string to row data, and print it once again. Okay, let me run this example. It's a long example, however, just we can have an idea about how to use these magic things. Okay, the first one. Okay, the first one is logical. Okay, not boolean. And 23.5 is numerical. Okay, and 2L stands for 2 long integer. That means this is of course an integer. And how about this one? 2 plus 5i. That stands for J in engineering notation. There is a confusion here. Mathematicians prefers to use it as I, letter with letter I, but engineers and the scientific people prefer to use it by letter J. It's up to you, I or J. It doesn't matter, in fact. Okay, they both are complex, of course. How about this one? This is uh, this seems as logical or a boolean. However, as long as it is within brackets, within quotation marks, sorry, it's character, in fact. Okay, character. And here, a string is converted to row type. Okay, this is a long example. However, it gives an idea how to use its correct format, its correct notation. Here, it gives list of this one. Okay, row. Okay. Anyway, 5 this was 6. This is 7. Okay, I here create a list, define a list once again. This time, this one correspond to these members 2, 5, 3, 21.3, and sign. Simply, when I printed this one, as if it seems the same as the previous one. Anyway, okay, one is 253. Okay, the other 21st.3 and function. Okay, this is a repetition. Sorry, it's my fault. 7 and how about 8? Okay, anyway, 9. Okay, this is new. I here create an array, so I have to include green and yellow, and it's gonna be established as this structure 3, 2, 3, 3, and 2, and I'd like to print out after this structure just by mentioning this structure. Okay, a little bit here. Okay. Okay, uh, yellow, yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow. Okay, just 3, 3 rows, 3 columns, and only 2 elements. Just as say only 2 elements. We'd like to print out in this way. Just I'd like to show it to you the values of this one. Okay, just to show it the contents of this one also. Here, one by one, one semicolon 3, one semicolon 3, one semicolon 2, green, yellow, and let me show another example. It's not so descriptive. This was 9. How about 10? Okay. Okay. Just here. Okay, I create a vector here. So as to include these colors and create a factor object. Actually, our variable is apple colors. Okay, green, green, yellow, red, 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 green. So just when we assign factor, okay, these are the factors. It's gonna list the colors. In fact, okay, simply colors. Okay. Okay. This is a structure. Okay, after that green, red, yellow, 3. And how about the number of levels? And in fact there is three number of colors is three: red, green, yellow. Okay, let me have a look at this structure. Factor apple is designed as with this keyword factor. Okay, factor that lists all the this structure, and there's a number of levels, and simply counts the numbers, counts the colors, and it prints out the number of colors. Okay, you guys, so far it's enough. According to my chronological assessment, it happened 20 minutes from startup. And thanks for your watching, you guys. I hope this our language is not difficult for you to understand. At the very beginning, we are going with bits and pieces, and after lesson after, we'll utilize much more useful structures, much more usable matrix manipulations. And thanks for your time. And please give your comments if there are so much view in English version from Turkey territorial. I will consider to prepare to make a Turkish version of this course. Thanks for your attention. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.